In 2018, we received a call from Ruben Garcia with Annunciation House, and he said, would you all be able to receive one bus of people once a month? And we said, yes.
From humble beginnings, Border Serving Corps now runs the largest migrant shelter in Las Cruces, helping up to 250 migrants a day.
At this point, we've now received more than 50,000 people from more than 55 countries around the world.
Some of the people being helped on this day, a family from Venezuela, the parents hoping to give their 8-month and 5-year-old boys a better life. The parents tell me they work all day back home just to survive. They say that they had no home or even a car to call their own. Like many before them and many who will follow, the family was given an orientation and then ushered into a room staffed with a travel team.
This is the most crucial part because right here, this is where we contact their points of contact, their sponsors. Often they come here and they haven't felt welcome, or they haven't felt, good in a while. They've been going through a lot of, very difficult situations. And so we try to make them feel good and make them feel welcome once, they get here. Migrants are then sent to the comedor, a cafeteria bearing the flags of all the nationalities who've passed through the shelter. Outside is a playground for the hundreds of children who temporarily call the shelter home. The hallways lined with art and positive messages. The family tells me they feel like they can breathe now. They say that the part of their journey that scarred them the most was traveling through the Darien Gap, a dangerous jungle that connects South America to Central America and can only be crossed on foot. She says she wouldn't wish that journey on anyone. She describes going days without food, their 5-year-old child going a full day with only 1 cup of milk. Once they got out of the jungle, she says they met people who were scary, people who said that they would help them avoid immigration and police. They were in Mexico for about 20 days before crossing into the U.S. near South Texas. She says they heard rumors that Venezuelan families were being let in to apply for asylum, but tells me they instead got deported to Mexico.
They separated me for a day and a half from my children, and that was the most dreadful time of my life.
After traveling through Mexico for another week, they turned themselves into Border Patrol in El Paso. After being processed, they were put on a bus and sent to Border Serving Corps in Las Cruces.
Happy because, well, we're already here, but our happiness isn't complete. We need to be with family and be able to let go of everything.
After spending a day in the shelter, they're on their way to family in New York. One of the final steps of their journey, an hour-long drive to the El Paso International Airport, where they are handed off to another specialized team of staff and volunteers.
9:50, sale a las 10:20 y su puerta va a ser 7.
The airport team then helps them find their gates and tells them what to expect at TSA.
Aquí van a ver unos agentes de azul y unas máquinas de rayos X. We walk them through how they're going to be asked to take off their shoes, take off any jewelry, watches that they may have, that it's totally it's the protocol. Algunas preguntas sobre esto.
Often migrants don't have a flight until the next morning. Border Serving Corps says that they have a partnership allowing them to provide migrants with a private space called La Placita, set up in a conference area at the airport.
It also serves like as a little timeout zone where they don't have to focus on, there's so many people, so many sounds around me, they can just focus on their family, their kids.
La Placita is where the migrant family will spend their last night in the borderland.
Y pues que tengan buena noche, nos vemos mañana. Que Dios los acompañe en su viaje.
Although they feel safer now in the U.S., they tell me that they'll never forget what they and others went through to get here.
I also think about the people that stayed behind who were with us, that they also came over with the same dream of being here, who also cried with us all day and every night.
And while they are excited to reunite with family in New York, they say it's hard to truly be happy knowing that they left the rest of their family behind in Venezuela. Karin Sanchez, CBS 4 at 10.